Whoa, so another BMW video, because this is what this channel's about, right? Right. So, E36 is still alive, it's still kicking. And, let me show you what's up. NJ Pro Solos the first week of May. I have done nothing with this car in a long time, so it's been neglected. I need to do some work. I got oil, trans fluid, coolant, brake fluid, all that stuff I'm going to do. As you can see, RE71s are on the car for once. These are a fresh set, so that's good. New front rotors and new Hawk HP Plus pads were put on recently, but that's about it. So yeah, just follow me along. We're going to do some basic maintenance on this thing, and then we'll be good to go. I guess first up is the jacking procedure. Get this thing up since it's so low. I got my wood ramps, but I guess it's time to cue time lapse, and we'll go ahead and start from there. Okay, so here's a halftime update. Bled the rear brakes. I broke loose the fill bolt on the, or fill plug on the transmission, and I am done draining the oil. So I'm gonna fill up the oil and then start on the transmission, let the transmission drain. And then I'm probably gonna do the front brakes. Just gotta top off the reservoir, and then the last thing is coolant, because the coolant, if you can see, it's got pretty gunky in there after I don't know how long. I think this was 3 years of not touching it. So yeah, back to the time lapse, but that was your halftime update. So, almost done with everything. Let me show you, brake fluid's done, oil's done, 7 quarts, there's a little bit more in there. Transmission's done. Fluids I'm using this time, I have some Pennzoil 0W40 Euro. I have 4 quarts of that, and then I'm making a cocktail with some Mobil 15W50. That stuff, super thick, high zinc content for like healthy high rev motors. So that's what I'm using in the engine. Transmission, I gotta find the bottle, but it's this guy right here, Castrol Transmax Import Multi-Vehicle. This thing only calls for ATF, doesn't really specify what ATF. People like redline D4 ATF. D4 is like a Dex 3 plus a bunch of mix of others, and I think the key one is SO something something something, which is the European rating. I don't really get that. I can't find it anywhere locally, so this one's the closest because there's a bunch of Euro specs that this meets, such as Volvo, really. Maybe some Audi or Volkswagen one in there too, but then it meets all like the Japanese models too. Yeah, so I believe this stuff is good. I only used about 1.5 quarts. Chop this thing off, just make sure it's level. Once it starts coming out of the fill, you're good. So yeah, transmission's done, differential's done, brake fluid's done. I just used some regular .3 because I'm autocrossing, don't need anything crazy right now. And last up is the coolant, which is going to be with some pressed stone. And then I'm going to use this when it's going to be handy. drain pan to catch everything. So, time lapse that last part, and then we are good to go. Okay, so I'm not sure how much of the finishing up you saw because the camera died, and while I was charging I took this thing out and I cleaned everything up. So yeah, this is the entire mess I made. A lot of fluids today, a lot of fluids, a lot of empty bottles, but it needed to be done. So NJ Pro Solo in 3 weeks. I have 2 Northern New Jersey events, and then finally that Pro. First Pro. I think it's gonna be exciting with this thing. The only thing I really wish I could do is dump the rear end just a little bit more. Probably if I was tucking right till there, so another ½ inch or so, I'd be pretty happy with it. And if I was tucking down to here, I'd probably take off the rear sway bar and then put on some 900-pound springs. But as it is, these are 800-pound springs, and with the rear sway bar this high up, it's the lowest I can go. And yeah, so there you go. Some BMW content, not exciting, mostly time lapse and some music, so enjoy.